Hello, Cancer. This is your tarot reading for February of 2016. As you can see, I use a Thoth deck, which is my favorite deck. To save us both some time, I go ahead and shuffle the cards, get them laid out before I start filming, and that way we don't have to sit here and watch for 30 minutes of tarot reading. The way I lay out my cards for the month of February, Cancer, this is how the month is going to begin. This is the first 2 weeks of the month of February. This is the second 2 weeks for the month of February up to the end. These cards are considered advice from the spiritual world, and these cards are things that are out of your control. So if we have that down, let's get underway, shall we? The first card you got for February, Cancer, is death. Now, death doesn't actually mean physical death. It means change, often a sudden change. Okay? So you're going to start out the month with a big change in your life. Then you got the star, which is clarity, vision, spiritual insight, hope. So the change isn't going to be a really big surprise because you got the clarity of vision. You probably saw it coming. Probably knew it was at least in the mail on the way. And you have insight concerning it. You have a clarity of vision concerning it. So the change, when it happened, it didn't really knock you for a loop. And then you have dominion, which is harmony of rule and justice, boldness, courage. So once this change hits, you've got the boldness, you've got the courage, you've got the inner strength to face it. Okay? But you are starting out the month of February with a sudden change in your life. Now, the first 2 weeks of February, you start out with adjustments. Justice, balance, could involve lawsuits, treaties, possible marriage. Okay, so the change is going to involve something, one of the agreements you have in your life. The next card, the Four of Cups, luxury, is pleasure mixed with anxiety, weakness, desire. You're going to be stressing. You're going to be worried. You're going to have a lot on your mind. And this is for the first 2 weeks of February. And then the Aeon, a final decision on the past, a new current for the future, taking of a definite step. Okay? So for the first 2 weeks of February, what you have is you get hit with a sudden change. You see it coming, but you're going to be stressed out and worried. Okay? And then by the middle of the month, you're going to be taking a definite step concerning that change. It's going to give you a new look at the future. It's going to burn some bridges probably from the past. Okay? So this really is not a very good reading because, I mean, you got struggle and strife through the first 2 weeks of February 2016. Sorry to tell you that, Cancer, but I just read them like I see them. Let's get to the next part of February. You start out with the Knight of Cups, a man who's graceful, enthusiastic, and sensitive. Then you have the Princess of Wands, a young woman, brilliant and daring, enthusiastic. Okay, so you got two people that are going to come into the picture just after the middle of the month, after you take your definite step concerning this change. And then towards the end of the month, you got fortune, a change of fortune, generally good, destiny. So far, that's about the only decent card you got. And through the month of February, it's just going to be a pain. You're going to have struggle, you're going to have strife, headaches, just one right after the other, just trying to get things straightened out. But finally, towards the end of the month, you get good fortune, you get good luck. Things turn around for you. Okay? So it looks like February is just going to be a real pain to get through. You're just going to have to return your seat to the upright position and fasten your seatbelt because it's going to be a rough month. Okay? But it does get better at the end of the month. Your fortunes turn around. Things change. They get a lot better. These cards are the things that are out of your control. The Three of Cups. The good things in life. Love, kindness, bounty. Okay, it's advising you to rely on the good things you have right now because they will get you through all the troubles the month of February is going to be sending your way. Then the Four of Swords, truce, rest from sorrow, peace after war, change for the better. Okay, these changes, it's going to be tough, but the changes are going to be better. You're going to end up, in a better position, even though it's going to take you a bit to get there. And then the Five of Swords, loss, malice, weakness, failure. I mean, as I said, this month is going to suck. This is the worst reading I've given anybody in a long time. I'm sorry, Cancer, but February is not going to be your month. Now, these are the things that are out of your control. You start with the devil, okay? A secret plan about to be unhatched, aching discontent, fate. Okay, the secret plan is probably what's going to cause this change at the beginning of the month. Something is in the works, and it's going to get sprung on you at the beginning of the month, and it's going to leave you aching and just struggling. Okay, but you will take definite steps concerning it. Then the Five of Wands, strife, quarreling, fighting, competition. That's out of your control. I mean, just make it to the end of February, everything will turn around. Until then, you're not going to have a real good month. Okay, and then the Four of Discs, law and order, gain and success. Okay, in the end, you're going to come out of this better than when you went into it. Okay, and these things are out of your control, and this was just a reading that once I laid the cards out, I thought, oh my God, you poor child. But yeah, the reading for February of 2016 for Cancer just shows the whole month being adjustment, being headaches, being struggle, sudden changes. You have to take definite steps. But once you get through it, Cancer, get through it, because there is a silver lining. Your fortune changes here at the end of the month, at the end of February. You will end up in a better place, okay? All you got to do is get through this. I shouldn't even have laid these things out. Okay. If you have any questions concerning the tarot reading, you can find me at pathofthesouls.com. Just go on the billboard, post any questions you might have. Hopefully, with your fate turning around, Cancer, by March, I will be able to give you a much better reading. Let's hope so, shall we? Until then, thank you for watching.